What's good? You tuned into the Jose Morales Podcast Season 3. This is Episode 4. We're at the Boxing Academy. I'm your host, Jose Morales. And this episode, we are going to be talking about how to kill doubt. How do we get doubt out of our head? How do we eliminate that? But before we do that, please like, share, leave a review. If you have not checked out the previous episodes, please do so. Let me know what you think of it. The previous episode, when I talked about creating an alter ego, I mentioned somebody that had a lot of doubt, but that doubt and that lack of confidence was because of his surroundings. And I'm going to help you guys, and I'm going to give you a tip on how to get rid of that. And I'm going to bring that to you on this episode. And on this episode update, I'm going to talk about taking a month off. So for the first time, I completely took a month away from everything. And many may ask, why the hell did you do that, Jose? Why did you take a month off from your life that you like so much? And not that I don't enjoy my life and not that I don't like it, but the reason why I decided to take a month off is I spent literally 6 days, 5 days a week, most of the year, 6 days a week, 7 days a week, because I was traveling with my boxers out of town, that I did not spend time with my wife and kids. I wasn't with them. I was physically there with them, but I wasn't with them, meaning spending time with them. And my kid wanted to play hide and seek, we're playing hide and seek, things like that. And I promised my wife, I said, you know what? After nationals, I'm going to take a month off and I'm going to be strictly with you. I'm all yours for a solid month. We can do whatever you want. So the honey-do list was crazy. She had that thing popping. She had a list of things she wanted me to do. We were at home most of the time, played in the snow with the kids. And I will tell you this for sure. Being at home and not working towards something, regardless if you have income coming in or not, it definitely kills your spirit. It killed my spirit of just being at home. Not that I was depressed or not that I was sad or nothing, but you can definitely feel the lack of urgency or the lack of, on a daily basis. I couldn't definitely not live that way where I was just at home all day playing with my kids and being with my wife. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but doing it all day, every day and not having some sort of something where you are working towards is definitely, being in the gym and being around everybody, this is super just motivating and it gives me goals. I see people, I see what they're doing, I see how I can help them, how I can bring the best out of them, how can they, what can we do to make each other better? That kind of lifestyle, that is just pumps me up. So it was just interesting. I enjoyed my time off. It was definitely very recuperating. I felt good after, and it made me come back harder. It gave me ideas too. When I went out, drove out to the middle of nowhere and just being in my mental state of relaxing, it was really good. So definitely back, definitely happy and excited to be back. So that's just a quick little update for this episode about what's going on in Jose's life. Now back to the subject, which is how to kill doubt. Doubt, I think, is something that everyone deals with. Some may deal with it a lot. Some may have very minimal. Some may not have any, but I still think you have it. You may just not have it in that area. You may not lack doubt in public speaking, but you may have doubt in something else. So that's why I feel like doubt is something we all lack. We all have, we all battle with. And then this is why I think talking about this, you guys will benefit so much from. Being at nationals and being in different places and competitions at the highest level, I definitely can tell in somebody when the doubt kicks in. I mentioned a couple episodes ago when I talked about nationals, when Angel's doubt kicked in and the doubt took over and then he lost, not because the guy was better than him or more skilled than him, is because simply he lost that fight. He lost that fight when his mindset was no longer there. That mindset of winning became a mindset of a loser mentality. And that happened with doubt. And the way doubt works is doubt, depending on where you're at and what you're doing, is minimal. It may be very small, but it becomes to grow. And the way it becomes to grow is when things, comments, looks, something, environment, whatever it is that is around you feeds that doubt. So that's what we have to either prevent, stop, or eliminate is how do I do not let this get in the way of killing this? How my mindset is winning right now. How do I stop this from happening? Obviously, there's different things, probably the obvious, working out, eating good, and things like that help. Being consistent and not skipping days and not doing things like that definitely is a killer. So for example, when you get to compete and you're at competition day and you're warming up and you're there and you're hitting mids and you're doing your warm-ups and moments before you walk out to the ring, moments before you're in the ring with this fucking person across the ring with you that has the same goal as you do, which is to beat your ass, and your goal is to beat his ass. Right there, when you're warming up, you every day in training, everything you did to get to there, it's in your mind. All the weed you smoked, all the days you skipped practice, how hard you trained, how fast you ran, how well you cut weight. And one thing that, for example, I'm going to tell you in my mindset, when I competed, one of the biggest things my coach really was big on, and I think this is old school, I actually don't even bring this up no more because I don't like planting these seeds in my kids, because I felt like this seed was planted in my head when I was competing and it fucked with me. But my coach was very big on not having sex prior to your competition. It was a big fucking deal. I'm dead serious. It's a big fucking deal. My coach would sit us down on the side of the ring right before competition. He's like, hey, you're going to fight in 3 weeks, 4 weeks, or whatever it was of your fight. And he'll sit there and he'll tell you, you know what that means? So you can't play with your pee-pee no more. That's what he would tell me. And I was like, and I look back now, I'm like, what the fuck? I was 12, 13 years old. This motherfucker's telling me about fucking and not playing with my pee-pee. But it became such a big deal. And he explained to me, if you fucking fuck before a fight, you're gonna have weak legs, you're gonna this, you're gonna that. So that was always in my head. So then when I did start fucking and I did start doing all this shit, come fight day, in my head was, I got weak legs. I convinced myself that I had weak legs. Why did I convince myself I had weak legs? Because my coach told me if I did this, this was the outcome. This is what's gonna happen. And that's why I tend to not even bring it up to my boxers, because I don't want to create that, because I feel like I experienced it. Maybe it was true, maybe it's not. I honestly do feel like it's true, but I don't want to bring that up to them. You know what I mean? If it was a world championship fight and we're fighting on fucking Showtime and pay-per-view and and we got 3 months of training, we're for sure going to talk about it. But having teenagers and kids and this and that, it's like, come on, man, you're not really ready for that kind of conversation anyways. So back to the subject. That created doubt in my head. So when I go into the ring and I'm in there with this guy, and I remember the night before I fucked, I was already convinced that my legs were weak and I was going to do horrible. And these are the signs and these are the doubt things that I see happen. Now, some of you guys may wonder, how are you relating this to life? How, Jose, can we compare this to what you're talking about? And this is it. If you are looking to get a position at a certain job, a certain place or certain thing, or you want to be in a certain position, a certain something that you're looking to be in or be a part of, the way you approach that to get there, to get through those doors, or to get in that relationship, or to whatever it is that you're looking to get, it comes from with the confidence behind how you approach that. How do you talk about it? How do you interact with everybody? That's where it comes from. How do you get there? By doing everything you need to do every single fucking day. Every day. Don't skip days. Don't cut yourself short, like I hear a lot of people say, take the stairs, take the long way there or do whatever. It's exactly that. Because you knowing that you did every fucking thing, you checked off every box. When it's time to get there in front of everybody else that wants that same thing that you want, you know you fucking deserve it. And you know you fucking earned it. You did every fucking thing you needed to do to get it. You didn't take no shortcuts. Now, once you create that, you have to learn to protect that. So once you minimize a doubt as much as possible, you have to learn to protect it. And one person I'm going to give a shout out to that about this is Amy Minter. She is very, very good at protecting her mindset, her mentality. She feels a certain way about herself. She sees certain things about herself. She sees a certain vision of what she's going to accomplish and be in a year from now, 2 years from now. And what she does is anyone that does not see that with her, anyone that does not feel that same way about her or about her goals, guess what? They are not a part of her life. And if they are, she minimizes their conversation as much as possible. Because if they're around you and they're not on that same hype train as you are, guess what? That doubt that you worked so hard to protect, that you worked so hard in not having, that you killed it, well, you thought you killed it, it just came back to life. You know when it comes back to life? When these motherfuckers start talking to you about all the things that are bad about you. And as soon as you start hearing that, the doubt starts growing. So the recap in this episode is first, before anything, is do everything by your standards. And I hope those standards are high. Don't take no fucking shortcuts. Do everything that you need to do. And the second thing is when you get there, eliminate anybody that is not on the same hype train as you are. If they're not on that mindset with you, they should not be fucking with you. Don't let them ruin your shit. You keep that energy going. You keep growing and keep killing it. I hope you guys liked this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Like always, like, share, leave a review. Please let me know how I can, what I can say, what I can do to bring a better episode for you, or anything, any conversations or anything you would love me to talk about. Let me know. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a killer Monday. Check back with me next week where we're going to be talking about how to create purpose. Have a great Monday, y'all. Thank you guys. We out.